Hey everybody, welcome back to Whiteboard Finance. My name is Marco and I'm here to help you master your money and build your wealth. In today's video, we're going to talk about a huge Twitter hack that just happened at the time of this recording. I'm going to try and get this video out as soon as possible because this is huge breaking news. This is not clickbait. So at the time of this recording, the amount of Twitter accounts that got hacked are incredible. These are all people that are super famous. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Kanye West, Mike Bloomberg, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, the Cash App, Apple, and Uber were all hacked today with a Bitcoin scam. So I'm going to show you what those tweets look like. I'm going to show you how much money was deposited to that wallet, and I'm going to show you how to protect your Bitcoin if you own any. And as always, I'm going to leave my final thoughts at the end of this video. I have a good amount to say on this entire endeavor. So in these series of tweets, I think it's super important that you guys notice that the address is all the same, which we'll get into right now. Okay, so let's take a look at these actual tweets that came out around 4:30 p.m. starting with Elon Musk. I was actually scrolling live on Twitter when I saw Elon tweet this, and I knew right away it was a scam or he got hacked. There's no way that a multi-billionaire who just surpassed Warren Buffett would be offering to double your Bitcoin. Okay, it just doesn't make sense. And then you see all these other accounts, which we'll get into right here. So let's start here with Apple. They tweeted, "We are giving back to our community. We support Bitcoin and we believe you should too. All Bitcoin sent to our address below will be sent back to you doubled." And all those numbers and letters you see right there, that long string of text, that is simply a Bitcoin wallet address. So if you think of it like a regular postal address, 123 Main Street, that is how you can send and receive Bitcoin if that's your wallet address. And then they obviously have a call to action here, only going on for the next 30 minutes. And then you can see here, Bill Gates, same thing. "Everyone is asking me to give back and now is the time. I'm doubling all payments sent to my Bitcoin address for the next 30 minutes. It's the same exact address. Same thing with the Cash App. Same thing with Elon Musk. "Feeling grateful, doubling all my payments set to this Bitcoin address." You can see here Jeff Bezos, "I've decided to give back to my community. All Bitcoin sent to my address below will be sent back doubled. I'm only doing a maximum of $50 million. I thought that was pretty funny. Look at Kanye here. "I'm giving back to my fans. All Bitcoin sent to my address below will be sent back doubled." Then you have Mike Bloomberg, "I'm giving back to the community." Wah, wah, wah. Barack Obama, same thing. "Uber, due to COVID-19, we're giving back over $10 million in Bitcoin," etc., etc. So the thing I noticed, because I've been following this from the beginning, is that that same address was used at least once with all those prominent accounts. But you have to realize these tweets were tweeted multiple times, especially from Elon's account. I think I counted 5 or 6 from his account alone. Some of those addresses changed, some were the same. So did anyone actually send money to these accounts? So let's get into the wallets. Okay, so there were multiple tweets per account as mentioned with different wallet addresses, but the wallet that kept being used over and over again was this one right here. So I know you didn't have time to take that all in, but this account was used at least once for Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Apple, Jeff Bezos, Kanye West, Mike Bloomberg, Uber, and a couple of other ones that I probably didn't catch at the time of this recording. So you simply go to blockchain.com and you can enter any Bitcoin wallet and you can see how much money they've received and how much they've sent out or spent. That's the beauty of Bitcoin. It's decentralized and everything is on the blockchain or a ledger. Everything's accounted for. So let's take a look at the screenshot right now. As you can see here, there were a total of 329 transactions at the time of this recording. I'm sure it's higher by the time this video comes out. The total amount of Bitcoin received was 12.3 Bitcoin. The total amount sent, meaning I'm sure that person paid themselves out, 5.8 Bitcoin, and they still have a remaining balance of 6.48 Bitcoin in that wallet. So if you want to calculate this into numbers, let's do some quick simple math. So they basically received 12.3 Bitcoin, let's call it that. I'll just use 12.301 because the number was a lot bigger. Times Bitcoin was roughly worth about $9,200 at the time of this recording. So if you just do some simple math, that comes out to be $113,587. So they made this in about a span of about an hour to an hour and a half from when I started covering this. So that's not too bad. However, if you are someone who did give up your Bitcoin or didn't know what this was 100% a scam and it's probably going to come out later this week. Maybe they'll get caught, maybe they won't, but regardless, this next section I want to show you very quickly on how to protect your Bitcoin if you do own it. Okay, so there's a phrase in the Bitcoin world called not your keys, not your Bitcoin. So I know you guys come here for my incredible drawing skills. So I'm gonna draw a nice key right there. Look at that. It looks like KeyBank's logo. Beautiful. If you work at KeyBank, do not share this video. So not your key, not your Bitcoin. So what does this mean? So ultimately, private keys are what allows Bitcoin to be transacted or spent, okay? So every Bitcoin wallet, kind of like that address that we talked about, it has a special private key which are saved in the wallet file. This is kind of like the lock to your safe if you want to use that very simple analogy, okay? So if you want to buy crypto or you want to buy Bitcoin, I actually have a link below to Coinbase. I'm not sponsored by them, but if you do use that link and you buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, I get $10, you get $10 for free. It's a win-win situation, okay? So once you do that, however, I do not recommend you keep your crypto on those exchanges. You need to put it on something called a hardware wallet. So this is gonna focus on my face, so I'll do this. But basically, this is a Ledger Nano S. I'm not sponsored by them. This is literally my private ledger right here. So this is what we call a hardware wallet. So when I transfer my money from Coinbase, my Bitcoin from Coinbase onto here, I have my private keys saved on this. So think of this as cold storage or a hardware wallet, just like a wallet that you'd keep your money in, okay? So that way, if something were to happen to the exchange, you actually own your keys, you own your Bitcoin. You know, heaven forbid Coinbase goes under or gets hacked, just like these Twitter accounts were, all that money will be gone. That way, you still own the keys, you still own the crypto. So if you want to get a Ledger Nano S, check out the link in the description below. It's an Amazon affiliate link. I will get part of that sale if you buy one. If you think this is too salesy or pitchy, this is how I make a living. Support the channel or not at no extra cost to you. So finally, let's get into my thoughts on this whole debacle. Okay, so hopefully the video has been valuable for you thus far. Tried to add some breaking news mixed with some value of using that Ledger Nano S. You can do your own research later. It's not the point of the video. However, I do want to give my thoughts on this entire debacle. So basically at this point in the video, you're either thinking to yourself, wow, Bitcoin is great because this person chose to do everything in Bitcoin as opposed to, you know, stocks or mutual funds or whatever, pumping something up. Or you're thinking, oh, this is Bitcoin, it has such a nasty negative connotation to it. It's used for buying drugs and, you know, things like that, or guns or ammo. Well, you can do that in US dollars too. So I'm not defending Bitcoin, I'm just making you think the people that committed this hack, they had access to some of the most popular profiles on all of Twitter, okay? So they essentially had root access, aka God mode enabled. So they could have tweeted or done anything. They could have chosen any scam, so why Bitcoin? So part of me believes that it was the perceived transparency or the transparency of Bitcoin being a decentralized and censorship resistant currency, if you want to call it that, okay, or asset, whatever you want to call it, okay? I know it's very controversial, but either way, I think that this was a big money grab in the least traceable way. So think about it. If they would have pumped up a stock and then sold it a couple days later, or, you know, try to short something or cause rumors or whatever, there's a million different ways they could have monetized this hack. However, you have to realize they chose Bitcoin for a reason. So that's either a good thing or a bad thing. And I'll let you leave your own opinion in the comments below. However, the one thing I do want to end the video on is there's no way that this group of hackers could have possibly gotten all these individual usernames and passwords from all these prominent multi-millionaires and billionaires all at the same time. Okay, I know that the attack was obviously coordinated at the same time. However, there had to have been a person on the inside of Twitter that was either hacked or who did the hacking and who organized all this, okay? So yes, it was only $113,000. I don't want to say only because that's real people's real money, or Bitcoin if you want to call it that, and it's very sad. However, you cannot fall for scams like this. If something is too good to be true, it obviously is. So I know this was a mouthful, and I know I'm giving a lot of my opinion at the end of the video. Hopefully some of you came for that. My opinion is not that special. I'm just a guy on YouTube. But at the end of the day, I do think that this was coordinated and it had to have been an inside job, or someone got hacked on the inside. Let me know what you think happened down below. Please share the video on social media. This is huge breaking news. And you have to realize that Twitter, their entire ecosystem is based on trust. Why would I, as Elon Musk or as Kanye West or Jeff Bezos, a multi-billionaire, choose to put my information on Twitter if I know it can get hacked. So please share this video, that way people don't get scammed, and that way it raises awareness about what just happened. Thank you so much, everybody, and as always, have a prosperous day. Little do they know, I don't got anything on that ledger. Come take my 0.01, my 0.01 Bitcoin. It's gonna go to the moon. It's gonna go to the moon.